hey guys, it's AJ.
What's that shoestring?
And I'm gonna take over the vlog. Like they didn't really have the cookie that my brother's trying to get, like the Benson Boom cookie, so we ended up just getting like this cheesecake one. So we went to another one and we called and they said that they have it, so we're about to go in and see. Yeah. So I'll bring that with me. Ooh! Guys, we got the very last cookie. Like it said like the last one left, so we were able to get it. So I'll show y'all the cookie. Cute it is. It's all like pastel with like little crumbles on top. Really nice. Here's the one that I got from another location.
Life on other planets. Most of us.
How does that open us up to a conversation?
Hey y'all, welcome back. So your girl has been busy, as you can see, so I wanted to open up this vlog. That's pretty much what you guys are gonna get. Let me start off by moisturizing my skin. I want to show you guys a look that I did for Trey's birthday, which was outside, like in the backyard. Super quick and easy, but this way we have time to talk. So we went to the movies to see the live action version of Moana, which was actually really good. Usually when we go to the movies, well, when I go to the movies with the kids, I usually fall asleep watching those movies. Y'all, it kept my attention the entire time. It was really good. And the food was really good too. At Studio Movie Grill, the food is hit or miss for me, but what I got was pretty good. It was something new on the menu. I told the kids when we left the movies that they could go to Crumble because somebody named Benson Boone, which I'm not sure who that is, had a crumble cookie. You know how lately they've been dedicating a crumble cookie to like celebrities? So apparently the kids are crazy about them. They said that the cookie was a 10 out of 10. Okay, so I guess it was worth the 2 trips to try to find that cookie. This is just my Supergoop sunscreen. This one is in the shade Golden Hour, so it has like a goldish tint and it does leave this sort of luminous undertone to it. Now if you wanted to recreate this look, don't get caught up on like Supergoop in particular. If you have like any like super glowy primer, like Dior has one, L'Oreal has their Glotion, anything like that is what you want to use as a base. Anything with like a luminous glowy base or a glowy like primer is what you can use. So if you have this, use this. If you have, you know, any of those products I mentioned or something similar. And two, what do you guys use? Like, not necessarily talking about an SPF product, but like a glowy base to give your skin this sort of golden luminosity. What products do y'all use? Between my prep products, like my moisturizer, my primer, like this glowy sunscreen, I like to wait like 2 to 5 minutes. It makes a huge difference on how your makeup looks and how the makeup lays on your skin and how the makeup stays throughout the day. A huge difference if you can afford the time. And the kids really like the movie too. So a couple days after the movies was Trey's recital, which I told you guys about on the last video that I posted. This is the Lancome Care and Glow, one of my favorites. But it was his recital and he did really good. He actually played a Moana song and he did excellent. AJ's recital was like the week before that, and she did really good too. So I'm only using this foundation where I need coverage. And you guys are gonna see at the end, like, it really works out because that glowy base is working as a base, like as my complexion product. So I'm only putting this where I need it. If you don't have Lancome Care and Glow, any sort of medium coverage, sort of luminous or radiant foundation that works for you is what you want to use for this. So Haus Labs will work for this. I've done this sort of technique before with Haus Labs, Lancome Care and Glow. Anything that doesn't dry down to a matte finish will probably work for this, like the Fenty skin tint or NARS skin tint. So pretty much any skin tint or medium coverage foundation that doesn't dry down to a matte finish. Your color needs to be a really good match to get away with this, by the way. And I'm using my fingers because it's helping to warm up the product and melt into the skin, but you can definitely use a brush. I think the day of I used a brush a little bit, and I am going to use a brush to sort of help fade the edges a little bit. See how it's already coming together? So then after the recital, like a few days later, like a couple days later, I started 75 hard, you guys. So today's the 7th, I'm on day 7. So if you haven't heard of 75 hard, it's like a fitness challenge. I think that's what you should call it. And it's a 75-day fitness challenge where every day you have to drink 1 gallon of water. You have to eat healthy every day, whatever that means for you, and you know what that means for you. So for me, that means nothing white, like no white carbs, no potatoes, no rice, bread. That's really my thing that puts on weight for me. So I'm just eating meat and veggies, you know, fruit, veggies, meat, however much of it I want. I'm not really limiting myself, but I'm not eating the white stuff. So you have to do 2 45-minute workouts per day, and one of them has to be outside. No alcohol. You have to read 10 pages of a self-help book every day. All of this stuff is daily for 75 days. Now for me, my self-help book is, I chose to do the Bible, and I'm not doing 10 days because I am reading for understanding. So it's so much looking up what these words mean that I'm having to do that 10 pages is almost impossible. Like if you're doing research at the same time, like there's no way I could get through 10 pages a day, but I've probably been getting through maybe like, I would say like 3 pages a day, which takes a while. And you have to take a picture of yourself every single day for the 75 days as well. And that's pretty much the main part of this challenge. So I'm on day 7. So I'm really getting through it. I thought it was going to be a lot more challenging than what it is. The main thing that I'm seeing with it is being prepared, making sure I have my gallons of water on hand with me at all times, and making sure my meals are prepped ahead of time. So I'll just get like a bag of chicken, a huge salmon, cut it up and like cook the whole thing and put it in containers, or make like a whole big pot of green beans or cabbage or something and then put it in containers. So I always have food made. So having the readily available food and water hasn't been an issue. I've been prepared. And for the workouts, I've pretty much been doing my Yiso bike that's kind of like a Peloton, but like way cheaper, that has the screen. So I've been doing that. And then I also have a Yiso treadmill. So my first workout, my bike is in the house. So I've been doing 45 minutes on the bike in the house, and then 45 minutes on the treadmill in the evening, because I do the bike in the morning. In the evening, I'll get on the treadmill, which is in the garage, and I'll put the garage up. So that's kind of like outside because it's been raining so much here. I hadn't been able to like go walking on the trail. Like it's been raining a lot out here. So I did use the Haus Labs concealers just because it's medium coverage. If you notice, you can still see my skin, and I didn't want to use a concealer that's too opaque because we're seeing a lot of skin and luminosity with our complexion products. So I didn't want it to be like see-through here and then opaque here, but you can still do that if you need the coverage. Like I know some people have like really dark or purple under eyes and you need that coverage, it will still work out. I just want it to be kind of cohesive because I can get away with that right now. Anyway, so yeah, I've been sticking with it. It hasn't been super challenging yet. One main challenge that I've noticed is like, because of Trey's birthday, and we're gonna get to that, y'all, it's like cake and chips, and like when all that stuff is like in my face, that can sort of be a challenge, but I've been exercising a lot of discipline with it. But I noticed that it really bothers me. Like I have to think like 10 times on like, are you gonna eat those chips or not? But other than that, if you want to be really strict on the challenge, then they say if you do anything that goes against the challenge, you have to start back over to day one. But y'all, to be honest, even if I ate a few chips or a little piece of cake, I'm so stuck on the plan and I've been so consistent with it that I don't think it will throw me off. Like I'm not gonna cry about it, you know. So the Sculpt tape is gonna end up looking like bronzer after I blend it out though, but whatever product you have for your contour will work. Take my Real Techniques brush and blend it out. So 5 days into the 75 hard was Trey's birthday party. And like I said, it was at home, like outside in the backyard. We did like a bouncy house. There was about 15 kids. I want to say like 12 to 15 kids that showed up, and they had a really good time. And can y'all believe, even with the party at home, I still did my 2 workouts. Like when I first woke up that morning, I did my 45 minutes on the bike and got that out of the way. I kept my gallon jug of water and just drank it throughout the whole day while the party was going on. So I got my gallon down. And after the party was over, after everybody was gone and, you know, the kids got settled down and everything, I just did another 45 minutes on the bike. So I did the bike twice that day. Even though one's supposed to be outside, as long as I'm sticking with it for the most part, I didn't beat myself up about it. So I'm so proud of myself. I really feel like I'll be able to get through the 75 days. So if you've done 75 hard before, let me know, how did it work out? So the NARS liquid blushes, the Afterglow blushes are really sheer too, gives you like a wash of color. So it sort of goes with the theme. And this one is in Dolce Vita. This is like the same one I used the day of his party, y'all, and it just really, I really looked like I had just like effortless glowy skin. Like it almost looked like I just had good skin, you know what I mean? So I still have all that stuff in the background. Like my studio is full of stuff that I usually keep in the living room, but because of the party I wanted to like get it out of the way. So y'all, let's see that stuff right there in the background. And so yeah, y'all are caught up to what's been going on. That's it. Today I went to the Joe Malone store. I didn't even know they had a Joe Malone store in like the River Oaks district. If you're from Houston or familiar with Houston, where State 48 is and all those like luxury shops right in the River Oaks district, they have a Joe Malone store over there. And Joe Malone just launched a new fragrance called like raspberry something that's supposed to give like raspberry and ice cream vibes. I thought that was like real unique. And they had small ones available, you know, those little skinny it reminds you of the packaging of ginger biscuit from Joe Malone. So they have like a big one like the size of the ginger biscuit I have, which is like, I want to say like a 50 or 60 mil, but they also have like a skinny tall like 30 mil available over there. So I got the small one, the 30 mil. I haven't opened it yet. So I think after this, I'm gonna do like a Joe Malone unboxing video, because you know, Joe Malone, they really package your stuff up so pretty. Even if you buy it in the store, like in a Sephora, I think the boxes are usually like so super cute. For this look, I used the Amicole powder. Whatever powder you have that's not super opaque, that gives like a matte makeup look, just use one that just sort of melts into the skin and sets your makeup. That's what Amicole will give you. Just kind of like effortless. The Say one, if you have the Say powder, that'll be a good one to use. Now I tried a look kind of like this and use my CoverGirl Clean. You know how they have the loose powders? I love the CoverGirl Clean powders for drugstore. But surprisingly, that one gave me, it was a little bit more opaque than these. And I wanted something a little bit more sheer. So I need to find a drugstore powder that gives kind of like what the Ami Colé and what the Say powder gives. So I'm going to use my Rare Beauty Brow Gel, y'all. So I would say about a week ago, maybe, yeah, knocking on a week ago, I ended up getting like 5 pimples, like the deep, big, painful ones under the skin, all in this one eyebrow right here. And what I've been trying new is the new Maybelline brow gel that I've been telling you guys about, and the new NYX brow glue, the Crazy Lift. These are the 2 new ones, so it has to be one of these. I'm not sure what it is, so I'm going back to my Rare Beauty, and after that completely heals, I'm gonna figure out which one of those that it is. But Rare Beauty it is. The Rare Beauty is really good. The hype was definitely real on this one. And I think I can say I'm officially back for real. I feel like since April, me, you know, getting married and turning 40, it's like boom, 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 you know, school out, kids and their activities and birthdays and more trips and just back to back. But I think I can finally say I'm officially back. And I have a lot lined up for you guys. Tomorrow's video is going to be an e.l.f. video, which I filmed like 2 weeks ago, girl. And it is the new e.l.f. Skin tint, the SPF foundation or SPF skin tint, which is beautiful and long lasting on my skin. And the color could be a little better, like the undertones of the shades could be a little better, but for the most part it's good. So y'all are gonna see like a full face of e.l.f. tomorrow, and I have a lot of fragrance videos on the way. Like I did a video on the House of Just box like 3 weeks ago that needs to go up, and some other fun things that I don't want to tell you guys about yet and jinx myself, because I told you guys about it like in April and it was a dud. The video was a dud. I filmed it. It took like an hour and a half. I was so proud of it. Went to edit the video and there was no audio. When I tell you my heart was hurt, my heart was so hurt, and that stuff has been sitting in my living room ever since. The only reason why it's not still sitting there is because I had to move it in here for the party, but it was like so much planning that went with that y'all could never get back to it because it took so long. But there's some fun stuff coming with the sweating twice a day, the twice a day workouts. It looks like for the most part my hair is gonna be curly, y'all. Because when I tell you, like, I'm drenched wet, like soaking wet when I get off the bike or the treadmill, and it's hot in the garage. There's like one of those gym fans that we have out there, but I really don't like to cut it on because I want to sweat more, and it's hot. So either keep my hair curly or I'll be wearing a hat. Whenever we're doing videos that's not in here, you guys will probably be seeing me with a hat on, which I have a lot of cute hats. So I'm just gonna take like a transition shade and like a golden shade, like any type of golden like shade, and put that transition right in the crease, and then use my finger to pop the gold on the lid, and that's pretty much it for the eye look. It was hot outside, but it wasn't like super crazy hot for the party. Like, I want to say like high 80s. This was like perfect. Me using my finger with this, I'm able to sort of blend it out and get like a wash of color, because I didn't want anything like to stand out. I just wanted it to give like effortless. Some mascara. This one is the Lancome. I want to say it's like Hypnotic, the one that's shaped like this, because it doesn't have the name, it just says Lancome, but I think this one you call Hypnotic. But I just put mascara on the top and bottom. The bottom I use Fenty Hella Thick because I like my lashes really thick at the bottom. And I put on like a real thin lash. And I like to do like at least 2 coats of the mascara at the bottom. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. So the icing on the cake for this look is this new Morphe powder, which I have been obsessed with. I picked this up like a couple months ago from Ulta, and when I tell you I've literally been using it ever since, y'all, in the pan it don't look like nothing. Like, look at this. But when I tell you it gives you like the softest, just like this very much understated, effortless look. It even looks good when you don't have any makeup on and you want to just put a little bit for like a super subtle glow on your cheeks. And I've been using this duo fiber brush from MAC. The number has rubbed off on it, but like this brush, because it's sort of fluffy, it's not too dense, and just to give me a little glow but not too much, a little here and here, because we already have that super group underneath that gave us a glow, but this really like heightens it but not too much. And I don't know, I just been liking it. When I first used it, it seemed like it gave me like a grayish tone, because look at this, it looked a little gray on my skin. But one of the socialites said use a fluffier brush, and so I got a fluffier brush and I use a lighter hand, and I love it. I love it this way, just very much, I don't know, it goes with this kind of look. This one is in the shade Sunset because I think it comes in like 5 different shades, so you'll have to get one that sort of works with how deep your skin is. So I got the darkest one, and I'm glad I did. So let me show you guys this combo. I was in Michelle Brown Beats is the name of her channel. I was in her live stream. She's been doing live streams every Saturday or Sunday, but the live stream's been really good. She does like a full face of makeup, and some of the socialites are over there too. And one of the socialites said that she uses the NARS light reflecting spray because this gives you like a nice sort of glowy, it turns your makeup into like a glowy look, almost like the new which I haven't tried it yet, but the new One Size spray that everybody's talking about, the Melt spray. This sort of does that, but it leaves you a little bit more radiance. And she says she locks it in with the Fenty setting spray, which the Fenty setting spray is super long lasting, like the One Size, I think it's called Secure the Sweat spray. That One Size spray that helps your makeup last. Not the new one, but you know, the original that everybody likes. That's how the Fenty one does. But I didn't use that. I used the Charlotte Tilbury. So see how it's giving that? It's not dry all the way yet, but you guys y'all get what's happening. So then my Charlotte Tilbury, this one's the jumbo one, y'all. This has lasted me probably like a year and a half, maybe a year to a year and a half. And that's because too, I use different setting sprays. I use the LYS a lot too if I want to really lock it in. But so go in with this. So I was like in and out, I was cleaning up, I was outside in the backyard, and my face did not budge. Like, I looked nice and glowy and effortless the whole entire day. So I used one of my e.l.f. lip oils, and that was it. I didn't even do a combo. And this one is in the color, because I know somebody's gonna ask me, why does e.l.f. write their stuff so small? Rose Envy, and it's a really pretty shade. Look at that. It's like my lips, but better, much better. And I did retouch this a couple times throughout the day, obviously. But yeah, this was the look. This was the look, and you would think something this glowy is not long lasting, but trust me, with those sprays, it was locked in, like locked in. It did not move. So this is the look. I'm happy I finally got to sit down and catch up with you guys, but prepare to be sick of me because we are back in action. We're gonna have a lot of back-to-back videos coming up. So y'all, I'm gonna leave you guys with a PR haul. After I filmed that e.l.f. video, so I'll have on a full face of makeup, I sat down and I did a PR haul of a bunch of stuff that came in over the past couple weeks, a couple weeks ago. And so yeah, we're gonna end the video with a PR haul. I'm excited to finally be settled and back for real. So say hello in the comments or something. Hey girl, hey. Hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video. I know this is probably like a little different for, you know, what I normally do. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Hey socialites. So I feel like we hadn't done one of these videos in a while. Today we're gonna open up some packages, okay? So I do have another giveaway I need to do. So if you wanna enter the giveaway, and it's just gonna be randomness, but it is some good stuff in the giveaway. So if you want to enter the giveaway, just put 3 heart emojis in the comments and let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start off with something that I actually ordered from Fenty. You can also pick it up on Sephora now, if I'm not mistaken. And y'all, my friend Durant raved about this. This is called Body Lava Body Illuminator from Fenty. And so this is something that I wish I had when my birthday wedding trip, because it just gives you glowy skin, and he said it doesn't transfer. Now, it was discontinued for years. He's been saying up until recently that he hopes they bring it back, and boom, they heard him. They brought it back. So it comes in a few different shades. I got the shade Hold My Trophy. So it's one of those golden type luminizers that you can put on your body for a glow. And this is what it looks like. So actually, let's try this on. That way, by the end of the video, we can see if it sets, if it transfers, or whatever. So obviously, it's in this pump. And this one seemed like the closest shade to me, even though it's gold. Like they had like a deeper bronze, and then they had like a lighter gold that wasn't as deep as this, you know what I mean? So I feel like they had one that would go for pretty much any skin type. They had like a pale one too. So that's what it looks like. Super golden. I bet you in the sunlight, this is beautiful. Okay, so next up was sent to me from LYS. This is Introducing True Enlightenment Soft Focus Skin Finishing Powders. So it says our True Enlightenment powders came from a place much deeper than simply putting final touch on your makeup. It's a moment to reconnect your power. They always have a nice message with LYS. So this one is called Strength, which says dark in parentheses. So this may be the darkest one. Of course, it has their signature triangular shape, and that's what it looks like. It's sort of softly reflective, almost like it wants to be, Trey, you're in my light, buddy. Almost like it wants to be a bronzer, and it's a slightly warm shade. Y'all, the sun is going down, so I hope y'all can see this. Okay, and then the next one is Courage Tan, and Courage is actually the shade that I wear in the stick bronzer. So this is Courage. I don't know if this one will show up on my skin. I'll put it next to it. So okay, so we just cut the light on. So that one's Courage, and that one is Strength. How they look: Strength, and then Courage. Strength and Courage. Okay, y'all, so next up, the box came so beat up, and this was kind of cool in a sense that it came beat up because it's a testament to how durable this package was, okay? So this was actually sent over to me from a company called Chanso, you know what? I need to figure out how you actually pronounce this. And it is a fragrance house, and they sent over a discovery set. I think this packaging is so nice, by the way. So they have a discovery set for her and a discovery set for him. It comes with these little cards, which I think is so cool, y'all. So I'm assuming this is the owner or the founder of the company on there. And the back says, some scents speak to your skin, ours speaks to your soul. I think that's really nice. And then the card also says spray here on the front of it. So these are actually the fragrance cards that you spray your fragrance on. How unique. You know, I'm used to the little skinny strips, so it's the extra details for me. And the discovery set comes with the discovery set comes with 8 fragrances in here, and they're supposed to be gourmand fragrances. I think that's what they specialize in. So we're gonna test these out coming up really soon. I'm probably gonna test them out tomorrow because I'm so excited. I do feel like they're Black owned. I'm not sure, but I think they are Black owned. Thank you, Chance, for sending this over. So the next package was actually sent over from Prada. Prada Beauty's latest innovation captures the brilliance of light for your lips. Introducing the Prada Light Glowing Lip Oil Stick. It's an ode to luminosity. So this is a really nice card, by the way. I love that mint green. That would be a pretty nail polish color. So comes in this pretty Prada box. Open this up. So this is what the packaging looks like, and this one is in rose. So it's pretty much sheer. This one is in white. It's sheer with a little bit of a white cast. So I guess rose does have a little bit of a pink-like tint to it. So this one is pink, and pink does have a little bit more of a pink tint than rose does. And the last one is brown. So this was really nice. Thank you, Prada Beauty, for sending this over. So next up is from a company called Swede, and they sent over a few products. And this one is a mascara in black. This one is an eyeliner in golden. Ooh, it's like one of those greeny bronzes. I hadn't seen a shade like this in a long time. They used to be popular in makeup a while ago. And then it has like a little sponge tip where you can smudge it out. How does it? Oh, it smudges out really good. So it gives you playing time to smudge it out. So that's nice. You can use the end to smudge it out. And then this one is a kohl eyeliner in the shade Bright. So this is a different type of eyeliner. Okay, so it's like one of those whitish colors. It's like a white with like a slightly pinky undertone. So thank you, Swede, for sending these products over. I can't wait to try them out because I've never really heard of that product line before. So next I got a couple packages from About Face. A matte fluid eye paint. This is like a dark brown one. I don't have the dark brown one. So this one is in the shade Weightless, a dark brown. Love their eye paints. Can't say enough good things about them. Really easy to use. Really easy to blend. And then this one is in the shade Smell Before Rain. Oh, it's like a, what do you call this? Like a grayish, beigeish. Okay, so next is 2 blush rushes. So I guess these are liquid blushes. One's in the shade In the Dust. So this one is In the Dust. Look at that. That's In the Dust. And this one is Hot Lap, which looks like a hot pink. Barbie pink. Look at that. Okay, and then we have 2, I don't own any of these. These are lip color butters. Dragon Fruit Fusion. Look at that. Watermelon Tape. So it's one of those that you click up like that. So it's going to be one of those melty type bombs. So I'm excited to try this one out. So another box from About Face. Okay, y'all. So it came with a ton of gel eyeliners in different colors. So what I'll do is a YouTube short and swatch all of these so you guys can see what they look like. And I can kind of let you know like what the texture is giving, you know? So these are glitter lip gloss. Oh my God. Lip glosses, y'all. This one is called It's Not You, It's Me. That's cute. Look at that. I don't know if you could pick up the glitter. It's pretty. We'll test it out. And this one is in Plastic Petal. I don't think this one has glitter in it though. So that's like a nude shade. I put it next to that dark brown. Seems really creamy and very pigmented. That pink glitter is so pretty, y'all. So thank you, About Face, for sending these over. Ofra Cosmetics sent over quite a few like eyeshadow palettes and like highlighter palettes, and I'll show you guys a few of them because it's a whole lot, but we'll go ahead and try these out in the next trying new makeup video, and then we'll probably gift some of these away as well because I know I'm not going to be able to get to all of them. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? This will be so pretty with that glitter gloss from About Face. This one has like some neutrals in it. So this one is probably like a face palette. And this one, it looks like this is another face palette. This is like a cream, probably like a cream blush, a powder blush, and then like a highlighter shade. This is beautiful. Ofra Cosmetics was like one of the first brands that I used like on clients. I had like a huge case full of their makeup when I was coming straight out of beauty school. And I wanted that thing so bad. It had everything you could think of in it. My mom had got it for me. And then look at these highlighter shades. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so this says highlighter on here. So let's see what this one looks like. Ooh, it has like 4-in-1, 4 different shades. And this is a lip oil set that has like 3 different lip oils in it, a pink, a brown shade, and a clear. We've got a liquid eyeliner. We've got a couple of concealers. One looks a little dark and one looks slightly gray, but okay. We got a loose powder, and it's like a soft pinky translucent. A glow and grip primer, blend radiance and staying power with this long-lasting primer. Okay, it told us what we need to know. Okay, y'all, so yesterday I went to Ulta to try to swatch the new Fenty lip liner shades. And they didn't have any testers. They said they didn't have enough. Y'all, this shirt is so soggy. They didn't have enough. They didn't have testers, basically. So when I was right there by the display, they had this Benefit Glow La La. And I was asking AJ, what is that? She was like, something by Benefit. So it's in the shade Comet. Now, I'm not really big on buying like highlighters because I literally be having highlighters forever. Like, I think I may have hit pan on like 2 highlighters in life, and I have about 20 of them. You know what I mean? So I rarely buy them. What made me get the shade? And so it has different shades, let me say that. And it's like lighter highlighters, medium color golden highlighters, more yellow golden highlighter. This was the darkest one. And I got it because this looked different from any of the other highlighters that I had. But what really got me was the swatch on it. Y'all, when I tell you like literal butter, is that not like bronzy glass? It feels like so buttery and creamy. I just had to, y'all. That's so pretty. So I'm going to try this out and see how it works out. You know, give myself a bronzy glow. Typically, my highlighters are a lot more like golden than this. Not like a deep, dark bronze, but it just looks so pretty on the swatch. And just so glassy and creamy. So we're going to test this out really soon. What I went in Ulta for, not only did I go for the lip liners, but I also went to get a top coat that I didn't have to gel cure because I want to paint my nails with regular polish, not like gel polish, because I don't want to try to file it off. So I'm like, okay, I need a regular top coat. This is so, I'm looking at my arm from the Fenty stuff on there. But anyway, so I got this Naked Manicure Glossy Seal from Zoya. And what made me pick it up, when I read the back, it says, it's a groundbreaking twist on a classic, ultra shiny, durable, flexible, and chip resistant. Half the drying time and 2 times the wear. This non-gel top coat is oxygen activated and compatible with traditional nail formulas. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to be doing my nails tonight and let you guys know what I think about this one. And the last thing I picked up from Ulta is this Essence Magic Filter Glow Booster. So I got this because my e.l.f. filter, the glow filter from e.l.f., in 6. You know, I've been using it like in my perimeter just to give me that golden bronzy glow, and I realized that it was breaking me out in this area. So I'm no longer using that, and so I figured this may be similar to that Healthy Glow, kind of like the Charlotte Tilbury filter. This one's in the shade 60 Deep, but they had like one other shade I might could go with, but I went with the darker shade because I want to use it on the perimeter. So let me know if you guys have tried this before. I don't know if it's new or not, but it's definitely new to me. So this may be an option, and hopefully it works out without, you know, having a reaction to my skin. Okay, so last is my scent box order, scent bird order. Marshmallow Musk. And I heard Miss Sharita M talk about this months ago, and it's been sold out or not in stock on Scentbird. So I guess it came back in stock and they sent it because I didn't have it in queue anymore. I didn't think I did. Smells fresh, marshmallowy, and a little musky. I've never smelled a fresh marshmallow scent, like fresh and marshmallowy.
It smells like Christmas.
Oh, does it? It's sweet. It's nice. It has marshmallow, cotton, fresh jasmine, lavender petals, magnolia, and Earl Grey tea. This is nice. It's actually like fresh and pleasant.
Like a Christmas scent. Like people wear in Christmas.
Trey said it smells like a Christmas scent. It smells nice. Okay, so next is Happy Tears from 5 Sins. And 5 Sins actually sent over their vanilla scent, which I already knew I liked it. So I was like, why not try out Happy Tears, which has orange blossom, Arabian jasmine, white peach, vanilla, and creamy musk. Something in here smells kind of like lipsticky, like 90s retro lipsticky. It kind of in a little bit reminds me of Retrospect by Merit, but like a more fruitier, brighter version of it. That's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to put some heart emojis in the comment if you want to enter the giveaway, and I will announce it on tomorrow. If you're new here and hadn't subscribed, if you enjoyed the video, I'd love for you to hit the subscribe button. Come join the family. I'll have everything linked in the description box that I mentioned today, and thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one. 'Cause I've been where you are. Got to step to show me love, 'cause too fresh with the scars.